What's up, guys? Welcome in. I have a huge update for Project Zomboid. The devs just put out a nice big update over on Steam and their website. There's a whole bunch of stuff to get through, and we're going to get through that right now, right here. So buckle up, and if you want to just skip around, I'll have chapter links down below. Thank you. The devs have been boasting a huge crafting overhaul, and it looks great. It looks absolutely fantastic. Let's get into it. So first off, they want to give Zomboid a more feature-rich endgame. So they're saying at the present, longtime players of the game find they run out of objectives. They want to find and create more ways to build, craft, and be creative. I think this is great. Being new to Zomboid myself, the most common thing I see when I'm digging around on Zomboid forums and whatnot is that they often are looking for more of an endgame or mods that can do that. So this is great. I have full hope and full belief that the devs will come up with something really nice because this game is fantastic. So they want to provide a way for servers to be able to run indefinitely without the need to wipe or respawn loot. That's awesome. Making them so they're less maintenance on the back end and that the servers just do the things they want to do would be fantastic. Well, they want it to be run well into the Alexander years for players to experience life further within the post-apocalypse in an interesting way that feels and plays different to the early chaos. Yeah, so that's great. That's awesome. At present, the gameplay loop relies too much on looting the map for items that servers run into problems for most urban locations are looted. And these either cause servers to rely on unrealistic loot respawning or to frequently wipe the server. We want servers to be able to run well into Alexander. Yeah, cool. Yep, that looks good. They definitely need something like that because I've had concerns about that myself. Personally, I just now started playing on servers, so I haven't run into this issue yet. They want to provide believable post-apocalypse professions that would emerge in post-technical, post-apocalyptic society. So, you know, you're not going to have much use for, yeah, as I say, a burger flipper, but somebody like a blacksmith, a tailor, or a butcher would be really important later into the apocalypse. So this is a really good take by them. Provide more community cooperation and multiplayer and NPCs in build 43 and beyond. Right now we are in 41 or 42, so this is a ways down the road with different interacting professions that can contribute to a community. That's nice. So they want to have like make players interact with each other with different professions, like a smith and a tailor working together, and that's really cool. That's really cool. I would love to get to a game state like that, but I make too many silly decisions and I get killed for it. Provide a framework for players who want to focus more on community building and player interactions than zombie survival, so they can optionally run servers with more traditional wilderness map-based survival or extensive tech mods. So to me, this seems like they want to make it to where Zomboid can be more than just zombies. Well, the zombie apocalypse will always be our core focus in the vanilla game. We want Zomboid to provide a breadth of survival mechanics and content that, especially with mods, make a solid foundation for any other varied survival experiences outside the looting and zombie gameplay. This includes making provisions for full range of possibilities in terms of tech and progression mod packs and overhauls that will add mountains of new ways for the community to play the game. Our tech tree is built from the ground up with the assumption that it is taking place on a wilderness map without any civilization to ensure there are no holes. Interesting. That's really cool. In normal gameplay close to the apocalypse, it's expected that players would be able to skip huge portions of this tree by using scavenged technology and supplies from the crumbling modern world. However, with the correct knowledge and skills, players will be empowered to fill any gap if that loot and technology is not available. This is really cool. This is one of my favorite things that Zomboid, since entering the Zomboid community, that I've liked. Let the modders be all they can be. Finally, we also believe that crafting systems themselves are solid and foundational enough for the amazing modders in our community to run absolutely wild with, and we honestly cannot wait to see what they come up with. So this is going to be fantastic when the modders get a hold of this update, this crafting update. It's going to be awesome. They've recapped, so the recap's over. That's their general goals. I like it. I like this general take so far. All right, next up, we've arrived at Blacksmith. This is really cool. They talk about here about how later on, when looting gets a little tight, blacksmithing will allow players to craft things that they may have a hard time finding more of or just using so much of it, like nails, for example. You'll be able to craft a primitive forge and make basic things like nails is the big one they showcase here, nails, and it looks like you can make a hammer and stuff like that. Eventually, you'll be able to upgrade the forge to a more medieval tier is what they're talking about here. It comes with a quenching bucket and stone blocks and made out of stone blocks and cement, and has a proper blacksmith's anvil. You'll be able to make tools and do things that require high level of maintenance. And, you know, they even say you can make sledgehammers. So you're going to be really set if you're able to make sledgehammers. You'll be able to make steel by building the dome kiln to make charcoal and coke. So this is really nice. And they're also showing the pig models here. So that's really cool. This is awesome. I look forward to having like more crafting things to do. Coming from somebody who has a hard time just like taking apart cars all the time and stuff like that. Somebody who likes to just run around and loot. So this would be a good way for me to be home. I would enjoy this a lot. I cannot wait for this crafting overhaul. Up next, we got the pottery and stoneworking. It looks like a lot of these are still in development as far as the actual models are, but they featured possibilities with pottery in previous updates and discussions that they've had. This looks like the ability to work with stone and clay for full-size walls to extend our building options. This is a pretty short and sweet one. They will be looking at the balance. It is a concern for them. So, but they feel like there's a sufficient effort, as I say right here, and a skilled survivor should be able to erect walls that zombies don't walk through or bash their heads on until they fall over. I think this is great. It's definitely going to take a lot of time and a lot of resources to build a stone or a clay wall all the way around whatever you're protecting. But I definitely think this is a nice late game thing, maybe even start it in the mid. So this is very good. I am excited for this. Just a straightforward addition. Good, solid. I like it. I will be concerned with the balance, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. This looks good. Up next, we have the brewer class. It's a profession that has a way of preserving food and making things different, as well as making, you know, alcoholic beverages and stuff. They have stated that they plan on overhauling the alcoholic beverage stuff, so that way it has an upside and a downside. So, and also it'll provide a little bit of an escape, as it says, escapism for a zombie apocalypse survivor. So there'll be more added value later down the line when NPCs and the added psychological overhaul that they have planned down the road. So that looks really good. Fantastic. They proceed to make they make wine and vinegar. They let one of the wines set too long and it made vinegar. So they took the vinegar into bottles and made pickled eggs. And then they made wine, which can be filtered later. Because when you make it raw, it's cloudy, so you have to filter it. So this is really cool. I'm really excited for this. This is another like mid to late game thing that I would love to get into. This is good. All right, guys, up next, we got, they're adding underground basements and stuff. The previous update, I didn't make a video on it, but they're doing skyscrapers. They're adding way more floors upward. Well, they're now taking it down. They're adding, basement floors. They have some that are pre-scripted in and that will always be the way they are. And then they're looking at 119 give or take, some that they have designed here. They gave a fuzzy image. The basements will be bunkers, panic rooms, Wayne's World set. I want to find that so bad. And some will be looted, desolate, packed with stuff. It's going to be great. This is great. You can come and watch the video yourself. The stairs look a little, you know, they say right here they're going to have the stair placement within buildings improve and make it look more natural. They're even going to look into hatches as time goes on. So yeah, this is looking spectacular. Basements are, I can't wait. And I hope they add a way for us to maybe make our own basements, but I don't know if they can ever get to that point. We'll see. But you probably just take over a place that has a basement, right? So this looks great. I'm excited for this. This is more immersion. Be immersed. Up next, they're updating the mod UI in the game. So this will make mod and map order. You'll be able to order in which they load your maps, auto sort available. You'll be able to share your presets with your friends and people on your server, and it'll show up where to find them if you need it. If server or they add one server you're playing on. It will flag it and show you where to find it. They've added special version tags that show compatibility for build 41, 42, etc. They're also working on a new API modding guide for 42, and they don't know if it'll be released with unstable. Stay tuned for that. Their support of the modding community, again, is just the best I've seen in any game that I've been a part of. All right, up next here, we got looted homes. So they have plenty of story POIs, like, you know, people having issues or locking hotels and bathrooms or meeting untimely ends with various different ways. They have all kinds of great storytelling homes, but one that they want to improve is the feeling that something happened. We have burned down houses, survivor homes, but we don't have much that says people who were here were panicked. And as now they'll be including random chance businesses to have been looted, items all over the floor, debris, litter, sometimes graffiti on the walls. This is great. This is gonna feel really good finding stuff like this. I always like the ones that have a story or something that's happened in it. I look forward to finding these. The basements and this. It's gonna be great. They're adding so many cool things to the game. Great, spectacular. All right, now we got fun new items. They're adding a military manpack radio, which works on the back in addition to other radio usages. That's awesome. New fluid containers that use the revamped systems that deal with liquids. So along with their brewing stuff, that's great. I'm glad they're adding more functionality to the items. Backpack sprayers that are fluid containers that should prove useful for farming. And also to get the devs thinking about flamethrowers once they get to the fire rework. So that's I'm excited. If this leads to flamethrowers, I am all about flamethrowing some zombies. That sounds absolutely spectacular. This is great. This is great. All right, so the next thing that they want to talk about is cleaning. They have a new cleaning system coming. I watched the video. You can clean graffiti off the walls as long as you have gasoline and cleaning materials. You just aim and use right click, or you can just hit action. And then you can clean the walls, the inside and out, graffiti, blood and dirt and everything off the walls and everything. It's great. So this looks good coming to 42 for those that want to like keep a neat and clean base, especially if the zombies break into your living room. You want to keep that clean. They were also, the sound team hit an impressive milestone with them hitting 50 music tracks that have been rewritten so they work within 42's new and awesome dynamic music system. It's great. People often turn the music off for Zomboid, but I find the music absolutely spectacular. So absolutely amazing. More music is always a good thing in video games. All right, and that does it for this update from the Zomboid team. I look forward to all of this. I am gonna really lean into making Project Zomboid content, so I'm very excited about it. I hope you guys like it, and be sure to hit like, comment down below, and hit the notification bell. It really helps me out. More Zomboid is gonna be coming your way with playthroughs and tips and tricks and kinds of stuff. If you have something that you would like to see for Zomboid, let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.